Today we'll be discussing robots with bad attitudes. I'm Dr. M, and this is my robot pal, Photon.
Hello.
Welcome to Robot Review. I went to see Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when it first came out in theaters, just because there was an android in it. He was central on all the movie posters, so I had high hopes that this character would get a lot of play. He was performed by Warwick Davis and voiced by Alan Rickman. How could this movie go wrong?
I've seen it. It's rubbish.
Yeah, disappointing would be an understatement. From the moment Marvin first appears, he announces his whole character.
I think you ought to know I'm feeling very depressed. I have an exceptionally large mind.
And that's pretty much all there is to him. He gets very little screen time, but his character is so one note, I can't say I wanted to see more.
You think you've got problems? What are you supposed to do if you are a manically depressed robot?
He's described as manically depressed, but there's no sign of mania, just major depression.
He's also described as the paranoid android, with no signs of paranoia.
Why, it's almost like Douglas Adams was just throwing these terms around because they sounded good, without, any thought of what these mental illnesses actually mean. Even though, it's a writer's job to put concepts into words accurately.
It's okay, Doctor.
The writing is just so lazy, Photon. Ugh, it's making me queasy.
Do you need an emetic? I could read you Neil Gaiman's American Gods.
No, I'm good.
This will all end in tears, I just know it.
Marvin's lot in life seems to be moping around, complaining he's too smart to be doing whatever it is he's doing.
Here I am, brain the size of a planet, and they ask me to take you up to the bridge. Call that job satisfaction, because I don't.
I guess they figured someone mopey and sullen would make a good contrast to the rest of the whimsical crew. But they've already got Arthur as their straight man, so Marvin just comes across as a buzzkill.
Marvin, you saved our lives.
I know. Wretched, isn't it?
He constantly complains that he's been given menial tasks that are a waste of his talents, but he raises a good point. I mean, why does the crew keep a high-performance machine around and give him nothing to do?
But that's the movie version of Marvin. I'm sure he's much better in the book.
I reread Hitchhiker's Guide with that very hope. To its credit, the movie did an admirable job of translating the character to film. Many of Marvin's lines are taken directly from the book, but in both versions, he's just a one-note downer who's barely even in the story. And it's not just me, all the characters in the book hate him too.
But why would someone program him with a bad personality? Shouldn't someone repair him if he's so unhappy?
I think that's supposed to be the joke. I'd say the whole character concept is a bad idea, but the droid in Rogue One pulls it off perfectly.
I'm K2SO. I'm a reprogrammed Imperial droid.
Ooh, K2. He's so cool. He always speaks his mind.
That is a bad idea. I think so, and so does Cassin. What do I know? My specialty is just strategic analysis.
The gag is basically the same. If you can create a robot with any personality you want, why would you make a rude one?
Bite my shiny metal ass.
But here, K2's lack of filter actually makes sense.
He tends to say whatever comes into his circuits. It's a byproduct of the reprogram.
K2 is a hack job, of an evil robot no less. There's only so much tinkering around you can do before you risk messing him up altogether.
Can we talk about something else?
I'm surprised you're so concerned with my safety.
It makes sense that K2 is a little rough around the edges, but he's still likable. He's loyal to Cassian and goes out of his way to help the rebels, without personal incentive to do so. Marvin, on the other hand, has no impact on the plot, until the Deus Ex Machina ending. His gloomy warnings fall on deaf ears.
I could calculate your chances of survival, but you won't like it.
When K2 gives a similar warning, it's actually helpful and adds a sense of urgency. And it's actually funny.
There's a 26% chance of failure.
How much farther? We're close, I know that.
Well, now there's a 35% chance of failure.
I don't want to know. Thank you.
I understand.
K2 may be blunt, but he's also helpful and moves the plot forward in every scene he's in. Even when he's rebellious, it's usually for the benefit of his friends.
I thought I told you to stay on the ship.
You did, but I thought it was boring and you were in trouble.
Freeze!
You're right. I should just wait on the ship.
He even character arcs, becoming more trusting and altruistic as the movie progresses.
Your behavior, K2SO, is continually unexpected.
Honestly, the worst thing I could say about K2 is that he's so much fun he makes the human cast look boring by comparison. Hey, look alive people, have you got a pulse?
I like how K2 used to be evil, but ends up being a force for good.
Me too, and he's a real hero in this story. During the final raid on an Imperial base, K2 makes the plans and does most of the legwork.
Well, he was designed for strategic analysis.
Both robots play the mouthy comic relief, but where Marvin is just one big malfunction, K2 is a turncoat you can trust. And he's today's winner of Best Worst Personality. Personally, I thought K2SO was the best part of Rogue One. What did you think?
What other robots deserve a review? Leave a suggestion, and your robot could be next.
Thanks for liking and subscribing. We'll see you next time.